you spend it on?
Give me that R1,000,000, I'll go home. Family out of this Mpophomeni. Put them in the suburbs. But to be serious, or on a serious note, we can go a long way with it. You know, there are those young brothers and sisters who are skilled. Let us clean the downsides, put something there for them. Let them teach other people the skills, you know. Let us build a rehab close by, not the one that's very, very far away.
To the podcast with Black Page. I'm here with good friends here, Papagazi and Pa, but I'll get them to introduce themselves in a minute. But today, the topic is about our township. Oh, a great place, man, Mpophomeni Township. And I think you guys know it better than I do, eh? You guys have lived longer than I have, right? As an old. So, in 5 words, describe. In 5 sentences, describe who you are for me, man. Fagazi, describe Fagazi in just 5 words.
Oh, Fagazi. My name is Fagazi Kumalo. How are you, everyone?
Good,
thank you for tuning in. Born and bred in Mpophomeni. I'm Mpophomeni. Been to too many townships, and they're all one and the same, because they are built the same way for the same reason. So
in the 5 words, township?
Sort of an activist in this community, but our leaders are destroying me. That's the township. You become active, you get destroyed.
Anything else?
That's the township.
That's the township. And you? You within the township, apart from the activists? I know you're
used to live with my granny who have passed on. Man.
Yeah.
Been to all these schools in Mpophomeni, not all of them though, but can say all of them because it's the main ones, primary and high school. So I happen to know a lot, and I have too many dreams of this community. But now our dreams are being shattered because of too many reasons as well.
Now we'll get into that later on.
Yeah.
5 words now. Give me
just 5 words.
5 sentences, 5 words maybe.
I can just say I see potential in Mpophomeni. Okay, that's one. What else?
Your garden.
No, I see my garden, but now I'm trying to not use the same word that fit in within the same category. Like potential can be linked to development and stuff like that. Okay. Let me just define the potential in many aspects. I see development potential. There's business potential. There's also a huge space for community development as well. Because I just want to put it in many, in a perspective that I see it. And it's a beautiful space, and it's beautiful, and the environment as well.
You guys are telling me about Mpophomeni. I'm asking about you guys.
No, man, you asked us to describe Mpophomeni in 5 words.
No, I didn't say Mpophomeni. I said you guys first.
Oh, us. Okay.
Yes,
for me, not for me. Okay. Well, I'm a leader in Mpophomeni within the youth spheres. I would regard myself as a leader. I'm also a business person. I'm a community activist. I'm so interested in community development since I've counted all these other aspects that attribute to what I've said. What else? I'm also a person who has dreams within Mpophomeni, a lot of dreams about the place and even about myself within Mpophomeni in general.
I hear the word activist coming out from both of you. I'm really interested in what kind of activism are you guys into?
Okay. I don't know who should start.
You're gonna take it first.
I can go first. Well, my history with the activism within Mpophomeni could be linked to us working within a youth group called Umnyaga's Youth Development. I think that was a form like a first step of us being active and organizing ourselves as the youth. And then from there on, I got exposed to other spheres, environments like the DST youth camps, where I got to get capacity in terms of leadership and the leadership styles and what you can do within your community for youth people. That is why I came back with interest in saying developing things like youth clubs. That was my perspective of being active within the youth. And from there on, I was also active within establishing food systems. Trying to get the community going within gardens, getting their own gardens. Since I've got linkage to things such as slow food. So I've been active within those two spheres, leadership and community food systems. That's where I've been active mostly.
Even
I'm definitely about
last I checked, I was the chairperson in my ward, because of so many reasons, those programs are being destroyed slowly. They elect us and destroy us. So they're like shifting us from this to that. So because we intend to go that direction, and they see that we are going that direction and becoming strong, then they will say, okay, let us put them in the small position that will keep them busy. But me, I'm the kind of activist that doesn't like to see my people suffer. We won't go a week without electricity. I'm still reading into the matter of water. As soon as I've finalized everything, I'll take some action towards that as well. And I got a lot of backup from the young people. The youth is looking out
behind
you. Yeah. Just that I need to activate all of them now.
Talking about activating the youth, because generally my concept of having youth clubs within every ward was in the likeness of getting young people active, to do things. So that was the whole concept of saying, look here, if we want to activate people, let there be platforms where people can be activated, showing certain things.
I remember us going to the DSD office, and up until today we have never received a response based on our application. So you see, all our small dreams are being shot at slowly but surely.
Excuse me, guys. Njoba olele ngusho manje. Angathi sikhuluma nomphakathi usho ngesizulu. Try. Yabo lo kade ngisho manje ngathi ngisho nje ngesizulu intshela umphakathi ukuthi yini enivimba activism yini ngempela nizama manje.
When can I start, Nikki?
Yeah.
So just to share history so people understand something.
Uqale ngesiZulu.
Yeah. Uma ngithi nje ngiyachaza kahle. Chaza ke mina ngokwazi kwami umuntu omusha mhlawumbe Mpophomeni, because since i-topic yanamhlanje focus on Mpophomeni.
Yeah.
Njengoba ngisho njena sake saba active ukuthi sizame ukuzihlela izintsha sibe nenhlangano where singazenza khona izinto, but inkinga mina ngiyibona ithena njena kuneminye imoya engaphezulu kwalezi zinto lezi esiyezama ukuthi sizenze yabo, mhlawumbe efune njengoba besho bafuna nina kunezinto ezizama ukuthi zisicindazele yabo. So mhlawumbe mina nge-experience yami noma ngokusebenza kwami ngikuthola ulwazi bafo ngathi mhlawumbe ubafo is more like ukuthi nje mhlawumbe into enjengepolitiki ziyeziphazamise but noma singesibe specific-ke bafuna nje mhlawumbe into ezikanjani lezo, but nje izinto zepolitiki ziyaphazamise entweni eziningi ukuthi abantu bazihlele bazi-organize, because uma ubheka ungathi njena wenza something nje nawe uyaziqalela, kungafuna mhlawumbe kubuzakala mhlawumbe zi-political affiliated yini noma khona into ofuna ukuyenza yini. Uma ingekho political affiliated isizoba nokuxwayeka kancane, but that was us growing up yabo, akusiphazamisa kakhulu lokho. But ngingazi kuba friend lebona kanjani, mina ngabona kakhulu ipolitiki nekuphazamisa etweni eziningi.
Sure. Kukho phela okunye vele ipolitiki edestroya kakhulu izinto zabantu abasha, because into abangayifuni bona ukuthi sivuke okanye si-unite as abantu abasha sibambisane. Nayo le politiki othola ukuthi igcina isidlalwa nayithina abantu abasha, so manje sesilandela into esingayazi esingayi-understand, but kube besifocus ekutheni ake sihlanganise abantu abasha sibuye sibe ndawonye as abantu abasha, we could achieve more than what they think bona sebe-achievile okwalesikhathi, because lezi ithembiso abenzelwa zona abanye iy'thembiso ezingezigcina zingafezekile. Yabo, so mina ngiye ngathi ipolitiki idestroyile umphakathi. Naw ukuthi ipolitiki edlalwayo manje ngiyibeke ngiselokwabo so ANC izinto eziningi azenzeki, not within Mpophoma kuphela but ndawo zonke, because mawuzokhumbula kwipolitiki obawo SACP laba bakhona oAzapo kwakuyizinto ezaziqale zikuvuse emaqandeni before zikujoinisa inhlangano yabo, babengavele nje bajoinisa inhlangano babeqale bakufundisa ukuthi kungani ujoin umzabalazo, kungani kumele umzabalazo ujoinile. So manje sinaleyo nkinga ukuthi hayi laba sebebusa manje hayi abaxaki abanasikhathi bona nje basifuna sivotile ngosuku lokuvota and bazokwenza nanoma yini ke futhi ukuthi igcine kuvotiwe begcine beyitholile nabo lento abayifunayo. So ipolitiki nje mfethu ayi fune ngathi abantu singake sishifte kancane mindset kuyona siyibeke eceleni sibuyele ngala sibheke kuthena umphakathi sifisa kanjani phambili. Mfethu maningi ama projects esesiwazamile and mawuthi uyalandela sike sizama ukushaya i-clean up campaign yama-dam site onamphezulu sithe sizwa gudugudu sekukhona ubaba omunye odlala irindom ethile emphakathini naye usezovula i-dam site yakhe ngale hawu kwenzakalani why yena njengomuntu vele okhulile okukona lama leadership positions engabuya zothi bafana nginganisiza kanjani ukuze lento ifike phambili. Silapha isidingo sokuthi naye afuna ukuvula yakhe while sikukhona abantu abahlala within sector yakhe abafuna ukwenza into efanayo yabo naye lo usaqhubha yona lento eyenziwa i-divide and conquer leyayenzeka ngalezi yasikhathi. So manje akukho esizokwenza mangabe sizoxila kakhulu kuyona ipolitiki angifisi ke nami uthi ngicine ngikhuluma kakhulu but ipolitiki nje ayi asibeke eceleni mhlawumbe for the next 10 years.
Awuthi ngiqale khona enye iphesage engifuna ukufundela nabara ama stats la asemzansi. So unemployment because obviously it's one of the biggest problems that we have, man. So the unemployment rate is in the first quarter of 2019 was reported at 27.6%. Youth unemployment accounts for 63.4% of the total number of unemployed people. Yeah, that's SA in 2019.
So no wonder the crime rate is so high. Because most of abantu abagcina bengena kwi-crime okanye who do crime, it's us young people. We ain't got nothing to do, but we need to pitch up with something at home. We need something on the table, food on the table. Children must eat, families must go to bed with something on the stomach. Now, mangabe ngizohlala ngishizile nje mfethu emakasana ngijabule ukuthi ngihlala emakasana kuzolandwa ekhaya. Umsebenzi ayikho yabo. Ayikho umsebenzi. Na yabo mfethu hey no it's fine. Umsebenzi ayikho.
You see ama-stats lawo amentionayo they account to the social activity that you see. If kungekho into enjengomsebenzi abantu of course they wanna alter to do izinto zobugebengu badayisa idakamizwa nentshontsho nagqekeze kwenza into ezikanjalo. So the more organized platform basisho ngabafakazi njena uma ngase kuhlanganeke umphakathi ukwazi ukuhlangana kungabi mhlawumbe kuhlangana ngoba politiki nani. There's more that can be done.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast with Black Page. And this week, it's all about Black Cup Day Club, the biggest event in Pietermaritzburg currently. And I don't think there's anybody who can actually dispute that. But if you can, I mean, let me know. Maybe there's a bigger one. Or maybe I'm not aware about it. So hey, if there is one bigger than Black Cup, let me know. So what is Black Cup Day Club? Well, the organizers would describe it as good vibes, unity with a touch of elegance. And I would describe it as the one place where I always get a twerking contest. And oh Lord, love it. But apart from the shaking bum, you could expect some really great music, good food, and the best company in PMB. You got the coolest kids in one place, so hey, where else do you want to be? I mean, look at the lady in this video right now. Whoa, what a great soul. And a great dancer as well. I'm sure the DJ was more entertained than I was in this video. I mean, look at it. If you don't want to miss out on this, make your way to Black Cup Day Club on the 4th of March at the YMCA Gardens. Trust me, you will not regret making that decision. It's $50 a ticket for general, and I think it's about $120 for VIP. So yeah, cooler boxes are $100 to get in. And yeah, join everybody for a good time, man. Don't stay at home.
Like especially with it's a good thing that we came back to the topic of crime, because I think if we have to look at what drives it and we talk about unemployment and all those things, I think it will be fair to answer as youth peers to say, is it the only option for us to do? Because for instance, if I was to make an example out of myself. Yes, the environment is bad. There are no jobs. Unemployment rate is high, but I had to alter out to a certain alternative, not crime. So what I did was I tried to establish a business Because you see, I was looking at something that that I can do with what I had. So I established a business through a space that we had, like a garden. So I knew from there I can farm vegetables and eventually sell those. But see, for instances of the other people, it might be, since you mentioned people need to put food on the table. I think crime might not necessarily be an option, because you can go ask out, to other people if they can give out something extra to share.
We don't like handouts anymore. We've grown up. We're tired of asking.
Yes, but then now, how, can we learn? Can we learn from other people?
Let me cut in there. See, bro, we stay in a rich community, a rich society. Ngisayintwana ngikhula bekukhona ibhayisikobho elokishini, behlanganwe wolo kube mnandi, ama-bras abahave fun. I'll say ama-bras because bebe badala kunami ngaleso sikhathi basebadala. Ngikhula mina mfethu bengidilika lapha emagroundini ngibuka ibhola, because sports bekuyinto ekade ikhona elokishini. It's kept us away from too many things. Now no one jumps from ungabhemi directly to ukubhema iwunga. Wonke umuntu kumele aqale ngathi angabhema insango. Then from insango usugqumela kulese yakho insanga isakufasa okanye abangani usushawa i-peer pressure. Vele futhi inhlelo egetho noma inhlelo lapha ekhoneni ngeke ingakushaya i-peer pressure. But ngalesi sikhathi beku-active kukuningi, sangadansa iballroom, sangadlala i-volleyball egroundini, sangadlala ibhola. Ngiyakhumbula ngidlala i-cricket ngemuva kwase-Asibe, sasibeka ama-drum ngala nangala kubilezi ishandisi nama-wickets lawa khona. We played all those sports. We ensured ukuthi asiyi kuma-drugs, yabo. Siye kubona ngoba naku sesikhulile nathi sishawe i-peer pressure noma sishawe lezo stress ekade sinabo. But asikho that deep ukuthi sesingathi akusaphumeki. Now there are people ongeke usakwazi ukubalanda futhi ukuthi sebeliwe. Ilokishi kahle kahle seliyas-destroy rather than ukuthi lisakhe. Selenza exactly lento elalakhelwa yona. Phela we must first go back and understand ukuthi vele amalokishi ayekhandela ukuthi thina singayindawo siphelele elokishini. Okay. Now this ukufaka kwe-ANC noma kwalenhlangano ebusayo emandleni besinethemba lokuthi yona izofika ibakhipha abantu abamnyama kule mpilo eyo le ekade sideze kunethelwe yona njengoba silethwe elokishini. But instead of bona ukuthi bakwenze lokho ngathi bavula ipipeline ukuthi no, these people are not going to get anywhere with anything.
So Fakazi, it's a good point that you've touched on. The scene and my expectations, the visa from the status that we are on. So as much as it's okay, sneaking up PB and drugs, it's okay, fine.
We got drugs.
Yeah, we got corner, but now move that is why it's organized. Sihlanganeni senzeni lezinto lezi esifuna ukuthi nasize ngezomphakathi nabantu bathole access to the skills nani of which ngathi if uthi wena azikho izinto azenziwe. So now there is someone that has to be questioned and blamed or made to account, if school managers, because sibuyela isihlezi kade ekseni sike saba ne conversation nomunye business person oyoung njenganami kwenzena okay fine. As much as singenabo abantu esibukela kubona abama role model within our community kangena sizobukela kodwa ngena naku benza futhi nokuthi nathi sifuna ikhambe ukuthi silingise njenganabo sibalandele sihambe ngethubeni zabo. So abantu ke shuthi abantu kahle kahle abasibolayo bane duty engaphezulu kwamandla abo ukuthi ngena, because now kumele badlale i-example ukuthi basilide to a better life baphinde futhi babe abantu esobukela kubona. So currently I understand looking at the environment and what has been said about people who are currently there leading us, we cannot say those are people that we are willing to look up at. So now where does the change come in? Uma sizoba nama same platforms that develop abantu abazokwenza the very same things, ngeke sikwazi sibe noshintsho. So if thina singazakhile ke lawo ma platform, like for instance ngithi mina sihlangane sivule an organization ethize ukuthi kwenzeke something ezoshintsha noma itarget leyo nto leyo.
But we tried to open an organization. Till to date, we have never had a response.
Okay.
From the office of the DSD.
Is there? I cannot defend them.
I'm not saying you must defend them or anything. But now the issue is, we can come together. Someone there will need to call someone within our society and ask them about us.
And if that person feels that we're gonna make life difficult for them or we seem to be a threat to them, of which we are not a threat to anyone. Now we are looking at umphakathi nge-perspective yokuthi sifuna ukuwukhulisa. Bona bawubuka umphakathi babuka i-opportunity yemali. Yabo? So asizile ngalokho because at the end of the day imali ngeke izisifikise la sifisa ukuya khona with our community. Thina sidinga abantu abasha abazoba woke ngelinye ilanga abazokwazi ukuthi ilokishi liyini.
Yeah.
Abazokwazi ukuthi nabo bakhule balibeke ngendlela ekuyiyona ebantwini. Kungabi ukuthi lento abafethu people will end up calling us ilwane or anything because babuka indlela umphakathi wengcole ngayo. What's the point of ukuthi sifundise abantu? People have been taught ngendaba yama-dam sites ngizoyifaka nje kancane because sesibafundise kaningi ngayo but still aba understand. So wena yini ningasivala straight isichitho? Okanye nithola umuntu omusha simbeke lapho avule ibhizinisi lapho. We got people who are skilled la elokishini mfethu ngalawo ama skills or well-being yini. Let us work towards giving those people the opportunities. Mase sibuka ukuthi siya kanjani kulabantu abasha. Asizama ukulanda le dlanzana elisakhona. Perhaps laba sebengene too deep kuma drugs noma ini asase sibayeka. Bazobuya esikhathi siqhubeka. But nakhona we will need to find izinto ezi-strong ezizokwazi ukuthi sibasize because ngeke kuze kusize ukuthi sihambise umuntu e-rehab. Sithambe e-rehab unkonyana umeka buya unkonyana ubuya still futhi around like into azoyenza.
Sure, fine. Just to add on to what you show, kodwa first before yonke into kanjalo yenzeke siyibone iyenzeka ngempela. Kumele ube khona interest kuqala. Ekutheni let's say if umuntu olapha phezulu i-vision yakho ithi is it let's say Mpophomeni, okay nanso ke Mpophomeni nama-dam sites amaningi ne. So you cannot come in and say let's say you're going to power next. I'm making an example. Going into power, that's where I'm heading. You understand the social dynamics. Kunechithe Mpophomeni kudliwa ama-drugs, kunenkinga mhlambe ye-unemployment. So what, because now you're supposed to come into the people and sell them a certain vision that they're supposed to vote you on. About and then okay, nanti vision yafakazi uzosendelwa 2024. And if your vision ingakhulumisi nalento lezo sizidinga, so we must not vote for you. Nothing that is about time where we come to consciousness utandena sibe woke ngali since utandena sifuna sibe woke asibe woke ngale level utandena if ungawamithi i-vision esifuna ukuyi-achieve for the Mpophomeni nathi as abantu futhi abasha sibe ne vision about umphakathi wethu. But by my understanding since sikhuluma Mpophomeni there is no shared vision about Mpophomeni utandena yini siwumphakathi esifuna ukuyi-achieve noma yini esifuna ukuyibona. Muso uma siwumphakathi sifuna sine-shared vision esifuna ukuyi-achieve nefuna ukuyibona njengomphakathi. So umuntu ozolandela angene into power or abe umholi kumele abe held accountable and I achieve the vision. If they fail to achieve that vision kumele aphume. Kumele sikwazi nathi phela ukuexercise democracy.
Mina that's my vision is to live in a clean society.
Yeah.
A clean state, environment and all those things. I want to see youth active. Let us not spoon feed them too much. Let us give them the opportunity to play these sports.
Okay.
Let us take those sports from wherever they are, bring them into our township.
So who's to blame? Is it us young people not being active enough, or the other seniors not bringing?
You want us to blame?
No. I'm asking. I just want to ask because now we both need to. I think leaders and society need to play a role, ne? I think from my own perspective, if we are a society, we need to hold our leaders accountable.
Now, then, if they are, the issue is our leaders are more politically affiliated than having interest in their community.
Okay, good.
If it doesn't have politics for them, they are not interested because they won't benefit anything or any.
That is good if you see that. Now that means us as young activists, we need to make our peers aware that, and then, no, look here, these people don't have their best interest at us. So what is the next step? Because if we understand and then our vote puts them into power, then what can we do with our vote? We need to choose better.
Yeah,
that is where
I
don't care which political party comes through, but as long as if I can achieve what I desire for my community, that is development, right? If they can come through and say we're gonna do that and that and this and that and that through the politics, but the end goal will be development for the community, I don't mind. I will vote for that person. So now, as the voters, we need to become conscious as well who we vote for. We cannot say we'll blame our leaders, but now we as people don't understand what is a good leader for us. Isn't it short? Because we need to know if we put Fagazi there, Fagas will achieve what we want to see. If Fagas is supposed to come in and play a role in fighting drugs, let us call, in the first meeting that we sit in, Fagas needs to present a drug fighting plan. I'm making an example. If we have dump site, Fagas needs to present a plan that needs to deal with those issues. I would have available and take, let's say, command from the top. The political party needs to achieve this. But what about the people? What are we as the people doing to question them and make the environment not easy for them to do what they want or as they please? Because we call ourselves activists. Fine, in the beginning we called ourselves activists. Yes, we've been active in those few fields. But now, how are we active in making people aware? We know the dangers that come with that,
Let's go to schools and conscientize everyone.
How? About politics?
Now
about leadership, because you see,
let us stick to leadership. Let us leave politics because we don't know politics.
Off you go.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
Like for instance, conversations, as we are having a conversation right now, you see, that's where everything starts. And I'm actually glad that the platform is open for us to come sit here and actually start engaging. Because you see, as we speak, I'm getting to see, oh, these are the ideas that Fagas is on. These are the ideas that I'm on. So then how do we bring those ideas to come together? Because basically, if we both desire to see development within our community, so now there are no platforms, and this is the platform. The engagements are starting, you see, conversing. So the youth can start off saying that we can have a wider audience, where I'm more saying, I'm coming from an approach of saying, yeah, this is my approach of saying how we can move forward, and Fagas can bring his own audience, you see. So we have a wider discussion where I have my own people backing me, so that grows the conversation. More ideas will spring out from there. So from a conversation, of course, we need to, come together and, plan or something like that. I'm sure Fagas might have ideas how we can start things, moving from the plenary session to implementation.
They used to do all conversation, even a grounding, a bowling, and they would continue but strategize but now since the phase, we can do so many things now. Just that we need to see keep medications and conweni, see keep politically affiliated, I hold the membership and sibe abahlali basemphakathini. The moment sibe abahlali basemphakathini kuningi esingakwenza singakwazi ukuthi sihlale phansi sixoxe ne guys manje wena mfethu the sad part ngegenge siphila nayo sixoxa on the streets umuntu edlula busy mase kufuneka kuhlalwe phansi kuxoxe umuntu akasazi avail because uyabona ukuthi wena le conversation yakhe ayila ifuna ukuthi eniye khona awuvumelani nalento ayifidiwe yena noma lento ayitsheliwe atshela ukuthi iyona wena awuna nenkinga no region no national into nendaba nayo umphakathi wakho. In fact, not only Mpophomeni, yawoma so ilimita sithi sikhuluma ngeMpophomeni kuphela sizozivalela ngaphandle because i-conversation yethu kumele ibe more about umngeni as a whole,
not even umngeni umuntu omnyama omusha eSouth Africa.
Mfethu ukuthi senze njani ukuthi loya muntu angalideli kuma drugs angangene ebugebengini sibakhipha kanjani kulezo zinto. Now mina ngiyacabanga noma ngokubuka kwami kade ngagcina ukuzwa kuthiwa umasipala abanama tournament in why singabi nayo tournament yamasipala, kube khona ileague yomasipala ke la kuzokwazi ukuthi ama scouts abuya azothola khona italent elisha. Umasipala mfethu ufit ngalendlela, bonke omasipala bafit ngalendlela ukuthi bangakwazi ukuthi bayicreate le system within ilo ama ward yabo noma imphakathi yabo le abayipha reside ngaphansi kwalowo masipala, but abafuni ukwenza lokho because ngisho behleli abakhulumi ngathi abanandaba nathi, yabo babuka bona ukuthi bazobenefita kanjani kuphela. But now ake sizameni ukuthi sihlangane nezabantu abasha, yabo ngiyayizwa le big ye wider audience, but ake sihlangane thina kuqala yezabantu abasha kulama spaces amancane sibe nawo lawo ma dialogue, yabo kuxoxwe siye singene ezikoleni sidiscover italent elikhona sililethe emphakathini. Ama-sessions awazama, ama-art session every Friday sasiba nawo, saqala tennis court samuvele library. But because uyabona ukuthi akekho qhamuka nento ethi qhubekani sizonisiza, kugcina kufeyila. Even our business, abantu abanamabhizinisi emphakathini, hayi mina ngiyiconsider indaba yabo because nabo bayastinge ngokwabo, umuntu sithathelwe kwakhe yabo. Angifisi ukuthi sibagxeke kakhulu, but that's how I sometimes see them because nabo ngathi bayakuthokozela ukubona into destroyer yabo, okuyinto esingayidingi leyo within our community.
Okay, so what I heard you say, what we can do is actually get I won't do it to super like within audience, but what I believe in is about 3 man. About 3 man. If I can convince ufakazi ukuthi mhlambe ukudla okuhealthy kuzombenefita kanjani convince upha. If I can convince no 3, ngiyazi ukuthi upha uzohamba yena lapha ubatshela umkhulu atshela umakhelwane atshela bani. Is that not a way that we can simplify it before we even get to the crowd? I try abantu aba-influential vele. Like you ngisho wena you umphakathi uyazi ukuthi usemva kwakho. Already uyi-one, you have the power to influence 4, 5, 6 people. But why not start small? Because we've seen it, we've tried, we've done a lot of things with amakhulu amakhulu. Would it be better is it too slow of a process?
Kuhle kona ukuqala kancane kancane. Vele phela empilweni you don't just shoot up nje ufike phezulu. Uqala khona la phansi unyuke kancane. Ugcina usubakhohliwe abantu enyuke nabo abanye yabo. That's how life is vele ke. Umbeko wenkosi akabusi nayo inkosi. So kuba njalo empilweni. But then at some point when kuyafuneka kubalekile ukuthi abantu siba conscientize because akusiza ukuthi silo sinyusa abantu noma sinyuse wena kusasa sonyusa omunye then uma kafika phezulu naye akasazi usayakhohliwe nawe ukuthi unyuswe oba. So yonke lento akumelanga siyenze ibe ngama leadership positions noma ngani. We must leave into to abantu must show interested hearts ukuthi lento siyafisa ukuyibona yenzeka. But now you will find ukuthi igenge entsha capable of ukuthi nisebenzisane nayo ibambeke kwipolitiki. That is why ngithi we must leave politics aside. Be it EFF, EDA, ANC, leave it all aside. Asifocus ekutheni sabahlali basemphakathini. Yabo? Easy lento ukuthi sithuthukise umphakathi. We need amajita azokwazi ukuthi not everything you do will pay you today. Sometimes you need to volunteer for 5 years if you need be. But inqubo mawuzokwazi ukuthi uthatha abantu ababili abathathu uba expose to lapho leya nto leya. Yabo masingathola amajita mhlawumbe sithi for example sibe about 10 mase bakhona ozovolunteer ukuthi okay ngizodlalisa ibhola eMpophomeni high ngizocoach ibhola eASI. Lokho kukulidela ekutheni ugcina uthole ngisho igraph.
I mean, I think Konalendo it's just a concept for now that I'd like to introduce since we're here. Something called social investment. I know it exists in companies in big corporate worlds, but now how are we as people investing in ourselves? So that I pose that as something like, let's say we in a word-based level, you have people who have certain skills. And those skills, because you see, this is where the mindset kills the development. Because now, once a person acquires a skill, they believe that they should be paid for that skill. But then, I believe if I have a skill, I should reinvest it somewhere so I can get something out of it. Like I can start a business, or I can train people with that skill. So. I think that the thing of social investment, how many people, because now there's this thing called people have to be willing to do certain things. We first have to have an interest in terms of developing ourselves. After having an interest in developing ourselves, we then say, how do we then, start having the will to move the people who have that skill to be willingly to, donate their time, because that's what it counts. If we want to make money out of something, then nothing is going to come. Let us invest in our own selves. If we are a community, we've got skilled people, come together, develop something for the community. If there's an idea, go pitch it into the community and see. Because I think that's the form. I think we need to change our form of activism to a level where we're not going to the street to protest about what we want, but prepare what we want and show it to them. This is what we want. This is where you can meet us halfway. I think we need to change our level of, pushing. Yeah.
So just about, like you're saying, we have to start doing it ourselves. You know the history of Mpophomeni, guys. I think both of you know where we come from. I think it's 1968, like going to the 70s, I think. Am I correct? Yeah, and we history is that as in violence from the sun called strikes, but we still persevere to what we are right now, because as the Lagamakhelwane, Kona Obani Wilfred Ngababa used to be a soccer star, what? And some soccer stars are like apart from the violence. So how can we get back that willingness to
I think Kabazan, because as you are speaking, something just came into my head. It's like something says you must tell me piece of this. I think we do not value the skills that we have. So if we do not value the skills that we have, that means we do not even value the person that possesses that skill. So how do you then go on and make that person a role model if they are not even valued? So that's where it goes. So in order to create value amongst the community, you need to value yourselves as a community, as individuals, before even we regard it when we're going to put no. Value ourselves as individuals, as a community, and then identify which are the group of people, because there will be always a group of people that can add value towards the community, that have had more experience, that can give back. So we value those people, so they feel welcome to act upon the community. Because I think for instance of Faraz, I know he comes from what level and I am from what 10, but for what he desires to see in his wife, I also desire to see in my wife. So it's like, okay, if I value what Faraz does over there.
I come from Mpophomeni, not
no. I'm just.
Let us leave out the demarcations. The demarcations are for politicians.
Don't worry about that. Don't be political in your thinking. So
Mpophomeni.
Yes. You see, I understand that, but you see, I'm just saying for the sake of saying whatever happens there. Let's say a politician was observing this and we are getting the message. What happens in what level, that is good, must happen in what 10, that is good. You know what I'm saying? What happens in what 10, that is good, must happen in what level, because we are all the same people, even if we all fall under Mpophomeni, right? So now, if we have to talk about politics, just to elaborate for people, like especially the young people, as much as we said from the beginning, it divides us to a certain degree. So whatever comes with politics, we must know it comes with a certain element of division. So if you want to take politics seriously, we know we'll end up being divided to a certain degree.
I only want to see sports. I only want to see children playing sports, because that's the thing that will keep them occupied. But now people won't value something they know nothing about. Had they been told about Alfred Ngababa in this mall, as I was telling you, we are a rich community, but my interest would be in sports a lot, because sports keeps you fit and strong at the very same time. So with all these COVID and everything illnesses that are coming up now, ngeke size school, because so we see fit and strong and powerful ngaleso sikhathi. But now angizivaleni ngaphandle lezi ezinye izinto, poetry or music, ukusina and all those things. Those are the things we should introduce emphakathini. But now yonke le idinga skill ukuthi si introduce kanjani emphakathini, because interest yabantu abasha manje sisentweni ezobafakela imali. Ngeke usamsukela umuntu omusha uthi asambe siyosina nje, umosha isikhathi sengane wena uyabona ngani, samele ngiyoba matasa. But now when afethu le sports idinga ukuthi vele ube ne interest in sports. Now in fact the arts and culture as a whole idinga ukuthi ube ne interest kuyona. Mawungekho interested kuyona kakhulu ngeke uzuyenze lutho.
Because I think it's very important, the sports thing, because you see, not all of us are physical people. Some of us, like the reading and the other stuff, about strategic games and stuff like that. So those are also sports to a certain degree. But like in Jobu Ocean, ziyadingakala lezi zinto lezo. Sports, it can help out with, you know, keeping people fit, badlale, babe active. And not everybody will pass abe engineer or whatever. We can have a lot. There's so many sports.
Alfred
sports codes, you see, so people can venture into those things. So I think, it's always us as leaders or activists to stress upon those important things that we think can alleviate the people or cover more people when you touch on. Because sports touches on a lot of things. If sports is taken seriously within Mpophomeni, then that will enforce the schools as well to take sports seriously. Because even our facilities, ground, those are things that need to be looked at. Because as a sports person, just to share a bit, from my school, the grounds were always well taken care of. So there was always that excitement of going, you know, utilizing the rugby field or the soccer pitch. The soccer pitch is being watered, or the cricket pitch. It was well taken care of. It's like if you look amongst our black communities, it's like we do not focus in terms of what can develop our people or take care of it or maintain it. Like I'm a ground there too. I'm sure they should have shelters but they covered, so when people utilize them feel they are valued. So I think the more focus we put on infrastructure for things to happen on, the better.
Yeah.
So, because if we do not organize it, like a sporting association, okay, bring all those people together, then we cannot help. Into a solid what is our sports vision for Mpophomeni? Since because now I think by understanding by having all the information, then is a reporter's call. And we get to have a panel where all those people sit together. Now we're organizing it. So now we know that within Mpophomeni there are these sports that are happening. So how do we then cater for all these sports to be supported or funding to come through or for these sports to be recognized within schools or anything like that? And then we have all these other youth organizations saying, okay guys, if you see that you cannot go to university or whatever, any silent campaign with sports, good because the environment is conducive. There are sponsors.
Rugby rugby has got so many opportunities that if lama private school ayakuthatha kufundisa akufake under the wing. Teams like Orlando Pirates, Respect, and Respect is nesukumo ukuthi anginayo sure, but zonke lezi ikole lezi lama sports lawa ama sports code lawo ayakwazi ukuthi mangabe uhlala la emphakathini efuna ukubeka eduze kwawo bakuthathe bakusondeze bakutholele indawo yokukeleza yonke into icoverishwe yibona ukuthi thina asa igenge yenja ikwazi lokho yabo. Talent eselwestekile lokushini mfethu inqwaba yetalent la lokushini.
Fakazi, I think as much as some people consider me as a leader, some people consider me as a lead. We are where we are because we at some point we were led. So if those statements are coming from Mutandena, if there's no one leading that, there might be no one Mutandena asking, oh, this is the path I can follow. So if kungekho umuntu ozokumela Mutandena ayilide into let us establish this ayiliyenze mubheka nje emphakathini obani abathi bangalida unless sithi thina asisukumeleke sizenzele lokho. Because if we say interest yabantu abasikolayo is not on the people, then we should clearly understand then the people will have nothing done for them. So then how about we wake the people up to a point where look here, if we electing someone, let us make sure that person understands these are the needs for the community. I'm a dialogue now because the vision will be from, because I understand we don't have a vision as a community. We don't have a vision. Our leaders don't even know what we have envisioned, what they need to achieve for us. So the dialogues, that's where it starts. We talk about these sports, and then people come about, they start springing up their ideas, and then this is what we want. We make. I think it's very important for us to draft that vision, to know what do we desire for Mpophomeni, what needs to be achieved, how can we achieve it? Because as long as we can speak as leaders and say, yeah, this needs to be done and have these main things, but if we don't even know what our people desire for us to achieve for them, we will never fulfill it. Or if we don't understand what we need to fight for, what will we be pushing for? Because we can be activists, but now if we're not taking the power, the fight to the doorsteps of power and say, look here, this is what the people want. This is the vision for the people that you need to achieve, and you will be monitored. You will be monitored according to if are you achieving the vision or are you not. The next person, if we want our vote, we have a vision as a community that we need to achieve. Simple. Our votes, we put you in there, and if you don't, we cut you out. Simple.
So I will invite them one by one.
And talk to them.
Yeah, and talk to them. We will activate them through the camera now, because if we talk in private with them, they tend to think that we're not serious about whatever we are saying.
Guys, I love what you guys are saying, because what I see is that as much as you have different perspectives, you have the same goal. And in meeting that goal, both of you can actually come together and actually, find a way. But I want to ask a random question. If you were to get R1 million, and for our foreign listeners, 50,000 pounds, what would you spend it on?
Me, it would be developing my community at first, creating jobs for our young people, and bringing all these departments to our community, ensuring that they leave the skills here. They leave them with a certain certificate, for example. If need be, that I must use part of that money for me to get a culture and service seats to come and train my young brothers and sisters and workshop them and give them those small certificates. Let us do that, because we've been knocking on those doors and no one is opening. Give me that R1 million and I'll go home. Take my family out of this Mpophomeni. Put them in the suburbs. But to be serious, or on a serious note, we can go a long way with it. There are those young brothers and sisters who are skilled. Let us clean the dump sites, put something there for them. Let them teach other people the skills. Let us build a rehab close by, not the one that's very, very far away. We're not even sure what our brothers are doing when we're sending them to rehab. Let us put them in a place where we will be able to visit them every now and then, encourage them to come back to a better society. Ensure that I pay more attention into sports, not only soccer, but all sports codes. Because there's a lot of potential talents within our societies that isn't being taken serious. So let us develop those guys. Let us bring that theater thing and give those people an opportunity to showcase their art. You can go very far. There are a lot of young people who are entertaining here in theater in Mpophomeni, just that they lack the resources and everything. But with the R1 million, I think I'll be able to assist a lot of people. We will erect poverty in our society.
Yeah, man, we can do a lot, man. For instance, there are entrepreneurs. You can start like a small business group and create like a pitching competition for those people, where they can come pitch their ideas. As much as he's talking about spaces that are open, where people can come and do business, we open pitching competitions. We find people who want to start establish projects, things that that will benefit the community. Like we can even start crafts. People who want to do craft. There's a lot of projects that can be established, because as I've said before, if we knew what people wanted, what people wanted, like the vision, then we know what people are capable of, and then we can fund those projects. Like for instance, I'm running food projects. Like there's a kitchen that is currently running a food program that they're feeding off people that are needy. So things like that can be invested on, but in a sustainable manner, because we can cultivate the food while trying to save the budget and all those type of things. Man, there's a lot of things, man. Like for instance, our products that we can develop, that we can invest on, is sold within the community, just to generate more because we have to come to a sustainable point, even though we can get funding coming in, but that is just to get us off the ground. We've been doing a lot of things, with a zero-based budget, so R1 million can be split into a lot of projects for us.
I'm going to stay in Hilton. Give me R1 million.
Great points, guys, and I love hearing what you guys actually have in mind for our community. I can actually see myself probably driving a BMW because of Fagas. But okay, now I wanted to bring it to if now you had an opportunity to actually work together tomorrow, kusasa, yini engayenza nje njengolo base Mpophomeni, yini engayenza nababili kusasa hayi siyavuka siyayenza.
Akwangiphinda lokho load shedding. Yo, come on Andre man. Khululeka, fana nami, zitholele ikokozi nawe. Taste too tempting.
What you say?
It's a perfect plan.
We'll clean the environments first. This is the environments guy, so you will open gardens everywhere. But yeah, cleaning the environments and activating each and every youth person. Make sure everyone is participating in something. So people will need to choose from there, whether it's politics, it's sports, it's acting, it's sitting at home, it's reading a book. But people will need to be active with something other than drugs and being depressed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good start, of working together, because environment is a common ground where everybody lives on. So yeah, I'm down for seeing a clean environment and having people living within a clean environment. So that would be a good project that I'm also interested on. What you say, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Let us clean the environments first. Then in a clean society, that's a place where one can do. That's why we go to the mountains to clear our minds, so and we think probably there. Now there's no need for us to do that. Let us clean our environments first. Then when you walk around, you will even, the air you will be breathing in and out will be like telling you that you live within a society now, a clean one. What you say?
It's a perfect plan. Environment is key to everything.